Alvarez. He is a staff lieutenant of the Texas Highway Patrol, South Texas region. Plus, Orlando Sanchez. He's the founder of Texas Latino Conservatives. He's also a U.S. Air Force veteran. And back with us, my very special guest, Gerard Filitti. He is the senior counsel at the Lawfare Project. Welcome, everyone. Biden administration has a new Border Patrol chief. This man, Jason Owens, a career Border Patrol agent currently in the Del Rio sector, now takes the helm after Chief Raul Ortiz announced his retirement. Orlando, I want to go to you first. Most observers recognized that Ortiz was not allowed to really do the job the way that he wanted to do it. Are we just rearranging the deck chairs here, or do you think that we'll see something, a new approach from this new chief?
Well, good morning and happy Father's Day. Yes, this is the policy of the United States with respect to our southern border. It is rearranging the deck chairs. This is nothing new. It's been going on. I think former Director Ortiz will tell us that after he retires, he has made a career coming out of the Del Rio sector. So he knows full well the policies that he's seen from various administrations. But, you know, the problems that we bear as Texans, and again, I remind everybody, I'm a taxpayer in Kinney County, which is a border county. We continue to see the disastrous effects on personal property and lives of Texans that are hardworking, tax-paying citizens. Jason pointed out we have $9 billion of Texas money now going to the border, but don't forget we pay the social services for illegal aliens, education, health care, and social services.
Absolutely. Lieutenant, I want to come to you next. According to preliminary data obtained by the Center Square, more than 240,000 illegal immigrants were apprehended or got away in May. We saw some of the video that was shot by you, by Texas Highway Patrol there in Jason's report. Let me ask you something, sir. What happens to those folks? I mean, we saw you got 12 people in the bed of the truck. You've got this guy, and his passenger there, running these folks into the interior. Talk to us about what happens now once these folks are intercepted.
Well, I mean, first and foremost, this is still, becoming a common occurrence, human smuggling. As Jason pointed out, yes, the numbers between the ports of entry have subsided because now those individuals or those groups are being redirected to the ports of entry where they get released and they get a notice to disappear because they don't show up to their court dates, years from now. But aside from that, we are still dealing with the criminal element. And what you're seeing in that video there, that's just one of many cases that we've been involved in as far as human smuggling. One thing that was not pointed out, though, was that out of those 12, there was 2 children that were also being smuggled in that vehicle. So that's also becoming a common occurrence as well now, where we're dealing with children that are being smuggled along with these groups and trying to make it further into the interior. Now, what happens with these particular individuals, especially the driver, we will arrest the driver, we will file state charges, felony charges on this driver for each person that he is smuggling. As well, in this case, he had cocaine, he had a weapon, which he was not even supposed to have a weapon in his possession, but he did. So he'll have numerous felony charges. He will go to jail. As far as illegal immigrants, they will be turned over to Border Patrol where they get processed. As far as whatever happens after that, of course, they're in the custody of the federal agents. As far as children, we have our investigators that look to see if the children were victimized or exploited by anybody in that vehicle. And in that case, if there's no, signs of any type of crime, they will turn them over to Border Patrol for processing.
You just see how they were all packed in there like that. Thank you so much, Lieutenant, for walking us through that process, because we see this stuff all the time, but you just don't know what the next step is. Gerard, because everything's upside down, instead of us trying to arrest and prosecute and capture illegal immigrants, Gavin Newsom over in California, he wants to prosecute, I suppose, Ron DeSantis over migrant flights. The California governor has revealed that he met with Texas Sheriff Javier Salazar to, quote, compare notes about potential criminal prosecutions. Salazar is investigating the Florida-funded flight of migrants to Martha's Vineyard. What do you think of Newsom looking to bring charges against, I guess, Florida officials over flights to a sanctuary state like California or other places? Could he really do that?
No. The word idiotic is what comes to mind. It's insane because Governor Newsom for 5 years has not met with a single sheriff in California. But now when he's interested in pursuing political theater, he wants to file kidnapping charges essentially against Governor DeSantis, which is absolutely ridiculous. There's nothing there. If he wants illegal immigrants coming to California, as he seems to do with his sanctuary state policy, then he should invite them to stay at the governor's mansion, not look after Ron DeSantis. It's absurd.
All right, we're going to have to leave it there. Lieutenant Christopher Olivares, thank you for your service, sir, and everything that you're doing. Orlando Sanchez and Gerard Filitti, appreciate you. Happy Father's Day. Still to come, there certainly weren't many angels in the outfield at Dodger Stadium on Friday night. We have the latest update on the controversy facing the team and their troop of trans activists. Next, this is Sunday Report.